Good morning, Hood News peeps. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. I'm going to wait for some of you guys to hop on. Guess who I have with me right now? I've got Lance. Hey, Lance.
Morning. Happy and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year coming up tomorrow.
Yes, Triple C Roofing in the house. Great things for Triple C Roofing coming in 2025.
Right.
Yes, friend. Are you looking forward? What's your New Year's like? Do you have anything you look forward to for the New Year?
Oh, well, one thing we want to do is we want to quadruple our business. So that's our business plan.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to do this year is just quadruple the amount of business that we do.
Yes.
And then, of course, our New Year's plan, well, mine personally is, I'm getting married.
Oh,
yeah,
congrats.
so,
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies, I'm taken.
Already. Hey, we got a bachelor.
Hey, that's about as big of a plan as it comes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Getting all that smoothed out and starting a new life and a family, and it's going to be an awesome
that's
year,
awesome.
So.
Chiquitas, no more looking. Yes. Yes. Congratulations, friend.
Yes, thank you, Grizzy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Friend, let's talk about this craziness. Like, speaking of roofing,
jeez,
we had everything from tornadoes all across the way, like from Splendora, New Caney, Porter Heights, all the way out to Katy. And then like zebras and all kinds of craziness happening, friend. Like this is like not in the wild. This is some wild card stuff for H-Town.
Yeah, maybe one of those tornadoes pulled the pin on one of the gates.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, we saw zebras and cows. I'm like, man, I'm so done with the internet today.
Yeah, no, I mean the storms. Look, the storms they're gonna happen. I was telling a friend the other day. You think about the last 4 or 5 years. Look, I don't get on that talk about global warming and climate change and all that. Yeah. But truly something is happening. I don't know what causes it.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, I've never seen this many tornadoes in 40 years in Houston. I've been here 40 years.
There were several.
And we've had so many tornadoes in the last 4 or 5 years. Remember the one that went across Pasadena?
Yes.
It went from Sagemont.
Yeah.
And then went all the way through the Spencer Highway.
Yes.
And it just destroyed everything in one single path. This thing went 110 miles. According to the meteorologists, if you read David Tillman, Travis Herzog, Mike Iskovitz, even Greg Boswick over in Beaumont area, if you read all of their reports, they're all saying this thing traveled on the ground for 100, the water and the ground.
Wow, that's insane.
For 100-something miles, and it was a half a mile wide. So, look, that's like some Kansas and Nebraska Wizard of Oz crap.
Yes, and you know what? It hit a lot of the suburb houses.
Right.
It didn't hit the hood. The hood got spared. I'm like, I said, we didn't get none of that this time around, but. Right. What we were seeing are these big, brand new houses, just demolished, the roofs flown off, windows out, all kind, glass shattered everywhere, fences knocked over too. And so, tell us, what's some advice for people that this has never happened to, and they're facing everything now. It's Monday. They can get on these phones and start making calls. What's your advice?
So, first of all, a tornado, of this magnitude in some areas was up to Category 3, Category 4 hurricane winds, right?
Yeah.
So even if it didn't directly hit your house, if it was in the neighborhood next to you or even down the street from you, some kind of wind or some kind of debris could have hit your house without you knowing, especially if you live on a 2-story house and you're not going to get up on your roof and look at it. So the estimate, the check of your roof, if you're in the proximity or in the line of any of these storms, it's free.
Yeah.
So get somebody out to your house to check. If you didn't check after Beryl, now's the time to check. If you were definitely on that northeast or northwest side, even north of Katy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And shout out to our peeps down in, League City, Clear Lake, all that area too. Dickinson. That one's tracked and it went over into Anahuac and over towards Port Arthur. South Port Arthur. Luckily it didn't hit the main Port Arthur. But you gotta get somebody on your roof and you gotta get it looked at. Winds came and it tore it up. Let me talk about this. We also had the storms on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That hit Spring Branch area.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know what else. Cypress and Spring Branch. You had a peep that hit me up that said they got damage after Beryl. They never did anything about it. They waited around too long. And guess what? Christmas Eve, they're cooking their meal with their family. They're opening presents. And the water starts coming through the bathroom and the kitchen.
Dang, that could have happened to me. After Beryl, I didn't know. I thought I got spared of everything.
Right.
And I told it, I had mold on my ceiling, and I didn't know what. I called Lance, and I got my roof replaced. Thank God. But if I wouldn't have paid attention, it could have been something way worse, collapsing.
So, just that magnitude. I mean, that was just a quick storm, a quick hitter on Christmas Eve in that area. If you don't get the things checked, if you don't get the roof checked, if you don't get the roof line, the shingles, the decking, make sure there's no exposure of your wood from your felt. I mean, all those things. And another roofing company, unfortunately, left a gash wide open, missing shingles from a 3-tab development from 7 years ago.
Yeah.
They tarped the other side of the roof, but they didn't tarp that area. And that's the area that I say the cut got deeper infected.
Yeah.
When those winds came through, it exposed the paper to the decking. And the decking got wet. The water just rushed in as it rained, and she had leaks in 3 areas of her house.
Jeez,
so you don't know if you haven't checked your roof after Beryl, and if you haven't checked your roof after the storms. Now's the time to give us a call and say, "Hey, just come give me a welfare check." Not an actual welfare check, but just a check. Put some eyes on it, and then once we get the eyes on it, we'll get the photos from the drone, photos from climbing up on the roof, and we'll be able to show you if we have any concerned areas. If your roof's 10 years or older, also, as we always tell you, you got to get that thing checked every few years, right? We can offer you a maintenance package if we think there's some loose flashing, some vents are coming jarred loose.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. Everything moves around when that air pressure and that wind from those storms is blowing through.
Yeah. So not everything requires, like what you're saying, not everything requires having to replace the entire roof. Like some things can be fixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, this Hood News peep for maybe $500, $600, $700. She had a lot of damage, so maybe like $700 or $800 worth of patchwork would have prevented the leaks.
Wow!
So we won't get into the insurance side of that too. I mean, we fight that for you as well.
Yeah,
so we have a great staff and a great team
that
fights that for you as well. So, but yeah, no, just give us a call and we get out there, check everything out. Make sure everything's okay. Give it a nice little gander, and then if everything's okay, hey, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
And at least you got it checked. Peace of mind, knowing that the next set of storms that blows through. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Arctic blasts.
Yeah.
I don't know. Springtime. Once the springtime comes.
What's next? We don't know what's next.
Christmas came fast.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's going to be March and April, and those April showers bringing those May flowers. But first, they bring a bunch of storms and stuff too. Wind gusts. So.
I don't even trust from one day to the next. It's gonna be sunny, rainy, hurricane, tornado. like it's not. We're not gonna put nothing past us anymore. Zebras.
One thing, it's not gonna rain tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice and beautiful on New Year's Eve to go pop those fireworks.
Yes.
Don't shoot them towards the roof.
Yeah. Be careful with those roofs. I've seen some stuff like you've seen some stuff on the Hood News. We see stuff all the time. So now let me ask you this: what are signs that people need to look out for? That there's problems with the roof.
So the first thing that you can notice, obviously, shingles flying. Whether it's your neighbor's or yours, both your roofs should probably be checked because the wind affected it.
Yeah.
You see the shingles hanging in the gutters. If you're inside your house, you just have to look up. We always say look up. When you look up and if you see some brown spots or if you see the separation of some of your sheetrock, your drywall, right?
Yes.
If you see that unleveledness, if you see it peeling back, if you see the big brown spot, that means you have a leak somewhere. Water's either coming somewhere from the roof entering through your decking. It could be coming down a pipe, could be coming down a ridge vent. It could be what they call just a storm-guided drip, right? Storm-guided. It could be something that's temporary.
Okay.
But it could be a permanent issue that needs to be plugged up and fixed, right?
For sure.
They call it wind-driven rain.
Okay.
Right? Rain comes in sideways. It might get into your piping. It might get into your vents.
Yeah.
It might cause a temporary leak, but that'll dry up real quick. But that brown spot's up there for multiple weeks or multiple storms. It's about time to get that fixed because it's going to keep dripping every time the rain comes. So, and then those repairs are like a couple $100.
Okay.
Like anybody that comes out and tries to charge you arm and a leg for that, that's just not cool. What we do at Triple C, we give you a 2-year leak warranty, a leak protection. It's not going to leak again. Somebody made fun of us the other day, but I mean. It is what it is. We give you a 2-leak protection on it. But what we also do is we give you a credit. So if you do need a roof 2 years down now, we can tell you, hey, you got a 12-year-old roof. It's going to leak from other places. We'll give you this credit for this $400 you spend today, and we'll knock it off the price of your roof within a year.
Yeah.
So we do give you a little bit of a credit on your account for that too. So we mark that in all of our paperwork and all of our contracts too.
Awesome.
But it's just one extra thing that we, one extra step that we take. But again, this is not a dead season for roofers. There's a lot of roofers out there that are probably need, there's a lot of high quality roofers just like ourselves, licensed, insured, bonded, all the above that are, ready to get out there and check and see what's going on in your neighborhood. If you've got somebody you trust in your neighborhood, give them a call. If you haven't spoken to your roofer since Beryl, hey, maybe give them one more look if you were in Cypress or Kingwood, Splendora, Conroe, all those areas, Montgomery County that really got affected by the storms recently. So give your guy or gal a call, and then give us a call. If you don't have a roofer, you have no idea what's going on, give us a call. Our phone number, as always, my phone number is 832-520-1029.
Yep.
But we also have the 1-855-766-1990. You can text us anything, storm check, look up, Nader, whatever you want. Like, we'll get the point across to come give your roof a look. So.
Amazing. And friends, like, I get messages all the time. This is a certified sponsor, real deal. You're not going to get, scammed like some of the people do on Facebook. They hire somebody, they have no clue what's going on, and then the next thing you know, you gave this person some money, and they never came back to finish the work or start it or any kind of communication. So you can avoid all that. If you're looking for somebody professional, somebody with a history of taking care of their customers and no scams and shams, this is definitely Triple C Power Roofing is where you need to go.
Yeah, I want to give a quick, just look out. There's a certain company out of Pasadena Deer Park. I think another one of your viewers checked this out. $9,000 ran with the insurance check, the initial check.
What?
They quoted the roof for $10,500. They took the $9,000 and they skipped town. They did it to several people. They think now the business is shut down. They even moved.
Wow,
that's a full out scheme right there. So. We didn't give a full discount, but we're trying to help out the news peep down in the Pasadena area. I think we're going to install them this week, but it's just a shame. It puts us in a bad spot too. But I know a lot of other roofers came out and said we can try to give you a discount, and we tried to match that discount as best as we could. But I'm not going to name names, but if it gets down to it, if we find some more dirt, it's going to be a come on down.
Oh yeah, we're going to do a come on down soon. My goodness.
I that's the kind of stuff I can't stand. And honestly, if you had some beef with me during that busy hurricane period or with Triple C, if somebody didn't call you back, honestly, just call us out on that, and that makes us better too, because it's better communication. Our communication was shot. Tell me, it was all over the place.
All over, yeah.
Your people were calling us like crazy. So, I know that we let a few jobs maybe slip through the cracks, and look, my deepest apology for that, but we try not to treat anybody like that, and we definitely follow up on our work.
Y'all got hit up the way I get hit up in Messenger. Like, my intentions are always the best to try to answer everybody back, but it's almost impossible.
Right?
So, yes. So from the moment they call you, somebody said something. Hold on. Somebody asked a question.
Sure. Yeah.
So we got a question real quick. Hey, news peeps, how y'all doing? Which shingle do you recommend, Lance?
So anything architectural is great. We personally pair with GAF, and we install the Timberline HDZ series. It's a 50-year rated shingle, especially when it's installed correctly. It's called a System Plus roof. So we're not just replacing shingles, we're stripping it down to the clean deck.
Yeah.
And we're getting that ice and water shield, that felt buster, that starter strip. And then we're doing ridge vents if you need ridge vents, if you want some solar powered vents, if you have a bigger roof and a higher pitched attic. We can do that in exchange for the ridge vents. But we did install the System Plus roof from GAF, and we think it's an ultimately great product. Honestly, the ice and water shield in your valleys, and nothing beats it. We loaded Grizzy's house up with it.
Yes,
she had leaks everywhere. She had that old school 1x6 decking, not the big sheets of ply, so she had just gaps and holes everywhere. So we ended up kind of putting a ton of ice and water on your roof, but hey, it's not gonna leak.
No, it's not. It's not. Like, I sleep good. Like, it was raining the other day, and I was smiling. I'm like, yeah, the roof is taken care of now, because between the time I called you guys, when I noticed that there was something wrong, I'm like, man, it's raining. I hope I don't have more problems. Now I'm sleeping like a baby during the rain, so it's a good feeling. Can you tell them like a little bit about how you guys fixed my roof, like, because that was kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, I mean, she basically had a roof that was over 50 years old, right? Maybe even 70 years old.
Yeah.
Not roof, but the decking itself. So what happened was she had a couple of tree limbs hit her house, which caused gashes in the old shingles, and the water just had nowhere to go, so it was trapping, getting underneath her shingling. It got through her old tar paper, right? And that tar paper deteriorated, and then into any gap that she had, whether it was a vent or a pipe, she basically had water and leaks wrapped around all those different holes that were built into her roof.
Yeah.
So we went back through, we replaced all that wood, and then we weather guarded all that wood, right? And then we replaced the roof on top.
It looks so nice too. Like, it's like a beautiful. Like, he gave me different colors to choose from. I said, look, Lance, I like that gray. We went with the gray.
You went with the pewter gray. You did.
Pewter gray.
You did.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a top notch roof.
Yeah, because of you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, and very competitive pricing. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this is great. And then he gave me some new technology. So there were some little things that I purchased more to make my roof better, and with all that in mind too.
Yeah, to help her ventilation out for her attic. So on her roof, instead of using the ridge vents, we use the solar attic vents, which sucks the air out. So shout out. It wasn't me. Shout out to Antonio and Arlene and Josue. Those are the guys that got the job done.
Yeah,
so.
Shout out to the team too. Yeah,
the real team.
Yeah, and they were done like this, friends. Like, not even, I don't know, they were done Like it was not like all day or a lot of noise. Like it was like in and out, clean too. Like
every roofer should harp on that.
Yeah,
their cleanliness.
The cleanliness, no nails. They were like picking up everything, and my plants. You know, I'm a plant mama. My wild ass plants were still okay. You know. So,
oh yeah. She said those three bushes over there are haunted. Don't.
Yeah.
She's like, if you ruin those bushes, I'll be
haunted. Yeah.
Get you too.
Because I got the cucuys at my house. I don't know. I think I got a haunted house. So.
Right?
Yes, friend. So okay. Speaking of solar, because we just talked about the stuff that we got done, what is solar fencing?
So solar fencing is going to be our new 2025 product. Basically, you know, every roofer, every real estate agent, a lot of people say, I don't want holes in my roof.
Okay.
And, you know, rightfully so. Me, I have 40 panels on my roof, so I have holes in my roof.
Yeah.
But, you know, we gauge it, and we know what to look for the leaks. And look, solar on the rooftop is fine. But if your argument was always, I don't want holes in my roof, I don't want to ruin the integrity of my roof, I don't want to avoid my roof warranty, the new alternative is to put that solar on your fence.
Yeah.
It's about a 4 or 5 pound sheet, about 3 by 5, and we just bolt it to your fence. We can bolt it at a 20 or 30 degree angle, or just put it right on your fence. We do an inverter at the base of the fence, and then we just run the inverter back into your house.
Yeah.
Right now, no permitting necessary.
Okay.
It functions as good as a solar panel system on your roof.
Wow.
2 of our panels equals 1 solar panel, so they're 200 watts each, basically.
Nice.
But it's also for the person that's just curious about how solar works and just maybe wants a little bit of backup battery. So basically, it's 1/3 the cost of putting it on top of your rooftop, and you're not being intrusive on your rooftop. So there's no excuses. So what we're going to do, if you text that line 855-766-1990, just text solar to me, okay? And we'll get you on the schedule, and we'll come out and look at you. Michael Schur and myself. Michael's going to Tulum or something like that right now, so good for him. Take a vacation sometime. But yeah, go and see family and friends. But he'll be back in town, and he and I will come out and we'll size your fence, measure your fence, tell you how much juice you can get up on your fence, and then how much it'll cost. And trust me, it'll be sticker shock. You'll be like, what?
Wow.
If you had all those solar quotes come out and you were like thinking $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, wait till you see our price.
Nice.
I'm just saying it's worth at least taking a look at in 2025, especially as long as the solar incentives are still there. Won't get into the politics, but I think they'll be there through 2025. I don't think we'll see a change until anytime soon. Okay. They're supposed to be there till 2033, I believe. But
So does this qualify for like a tax credit?
If you pair it with enough battery backup, at least 3 kilowatts of battery, yes. So basically, we have batteries that stack. And the batteries are dual-sided, right? So they can either tie into your outlets in your home, or they have little outlets on the outside of them that you can just plug in your electronics.
Nice.
So you can just have this, solar in your backyard, and you can power your fans, your smoker, your pellet smoker when the power goes out. Charge your phones and your iPads on the back patio. Cool. Maybe your JBL speaker while you're blaring out, hanging out by the pool. So all those things are awesome. The coolest part is you can get a screw.
Wow.
True screwdriver, and just remove 3 or 4 panels, take one of those batteries with you, and now you have portable electricity. So you can go glamping. So you see them all the time. You see them on like Fox News, and you see all the advertisements everywhere. There's different brands on Amazon too for these thinner portable solar panels. But if you need somebody to come out and engineer it for you and get it installed correctly with a warranty, Triple C is going to be your team.
Awesome.
So that's a big thing. We're looking forward to it.
We got another question here. It says, let me see. Where does Triple C buy their material at?
Where does Triple C buy their material at? I mean, with one of the distributors in town. We've used ABC Supply. We've used SRS in the past. Right now, we're loving Lowe's. Lowe's is top notch. This is a key to all the roofers out there.
Yeah.
Like, get signed up as a Lowe's Pro. Shop around, shop the products around. Lowe's is getting it right off the factory belt. Down there in Pearland, my boy Lou, Ingris out in Katy, she does a great job for our company as well.
Awesome.
And so we're basically getting that Lowe's Pro delivery to your door. Now, if there's other products that we need, we'll hit up like SRS or ABC. There's also Beacon as well. But no, we tend to use Lowe's right now.
Okay.
Because they got that partnership with GAF, which of course we are certified with GAF as well.
Nice. So. All right. Let me see if any other questions in here. Somebody said, what can they expect? Wait, I saw it right here. Can I get a free estimate, please, on my roof? Ooh,
Yeah, just like I said, send us a message. I'll get on this and post and respond to you. Who was that asked that?
Susanna Happy One.
Okay, yeah, we'll get out to Susanna. We'll get on there and we'll send you a message, or you can message me directly, or just message Triple C directly. It's all on there. But yeah, I always get back on there and social listen and scroll through and say hi to y'all too. So
awesome.
We'll get on there and yeah, we'll get you hooked up this week.
All right.
It's a beautiful week to get on the roof.
It is. Yeah, this is a week. Those roofers, let me see. Somebody talking about a bad experience they had with someone else. It was a patch up that was done. She's complaining that they she had to purchase new tires and shingles are still missing. Dang. Yeah, that's what you got to get with the people that are good and certified. Triple C Power Roofing is definitely not going to do that. Like I can attest, like I'm not just like these aren't just sponsors. I'm also a client, a customer. So yeah, we had a great experience.
She's a customer.
Yeah, I'm a
You
customer.
just got your warranty too, so we followed up and we actually mailed you your 50-year warranty.
Awesome.
So I mean it's door knocker season, right? It is like storms came out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see guys knocking on doors in different neighborhoods. It's okay to like visit those guys and let them look at your roof too. But if you want that second opinion, what I would say is, before somebody gets on your roof, make sure they have general liability at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, I know some companies do. They'll have that insurance in their back pocket.
Yeah.
I have it on my phone. Like, just ask to see their insurance before they get on your roof.
Yeah.
If you live in a one-story house, okay. If it's kind of a flat one-story, that's fine. But if you got a high-pitched roof, big old house or a two-story house, even one of those three-story condo style, like you probably want to see their insurance before they climb up on your roof. Anything can happen. But yeah, you also have us in your back pocket.
Yeah.
You have us and anybody else that all your main media outlets. Look, people aren't going to spend money with the great Grizzy if they can't back up their work.
That's right.
That's the bottom line.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. It's the smartest. We are looking for sponsors out there. Somebody says, "Do you guys finance?" That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah, we do. So we offer it through Slice. We basically just send you a quick application. We give you a price. You put the price in. They let you know if you qualify or not. So.
All right. All right. So yes, financing is available. Let me see. Let me check. Let me see. Okay, let me just run this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody was probably affected this weekend. The roof flew away. It's somewhere out in the next neighborhood subdivision. From the moment they call you, what can they expect from Lance and Triple C Power Roofing?
So the first thing we ask is, do you have any leaks or damage, right? So you're going to tell us, oh yeah, half my roof's missing, or yeah, I had a few leaks pop up. So that way we know when we arrive that we need to at least have some materials.
Yeah.
We're going to send a crew out that has at least materials ready to do something on the spot.
Okay.
Also know that, there's supply stores everywhere, so you need somebody to turn something around for you same day. Now we do have a little bit of a timeline right now with nice weather, so we're not looking to get something crunched immediately. Because we got to get your insurance adjuster if you have some major damage out there immediately. So what happens is if somebody comes out and tarps your roof, and then your insurance adjuster comes out, sometimes the insurance adjuster will say, well, we can't look at that roof because we don't see any damage. Always sees a tarp. We don't see any damage.
Oh, that's crazy.
So the people that are trying to make the quick buck knocking on your door, putting up a $200 or $300 tarp on your roof.
Yeah.
You think they're always going to come back? Make sure you get their card. But are they going to come back and meet your adjuster?
Yeah.
So let us look at it. Let a professional roofer look at it, right? You don't necessarily have to sign a contract or get anything in writing. But then they're going to tell you, yeah, you should call your insurance. Let's see if we can get this covered. Let's see what your deductible is, blah, blah, blah. And then when you make the appointment with the insurance adjuster, make sure you tell that roofer, hey, they're coming 10 o'clock on Thursday. Please be here to meet them so y'all can both discuss this. Your roofer represents you. Your contractor represents you when talking to that adjuster.
Okay.
If you're not there, the adjuster just looks around and says, well, there's a few flap shingles there. There's a gouge right there. I'll give you $1,200 on a $15,000 roof.
No. Listen, friends, this is so important. Listen to them.
You're not going to win every single case. You're not. But it's pertinent that you have someone there to argue and to fight for you with the adjuster, and the adjusters like it.
Yeah.
Some of the field adjusters, they're in-house. They're actually paid to go out and probably not give you any money at all. But they can't deny damage when there's damage. And if one of these good guys comes out, then at least your roofer can agree with them.
Yeah.
They can identify, document, get all the damage ready to go, produce the correct Xactimate reports, right? And get everything filed correctly so that your insurance will give you a better ruling than if someone just comes and puts eyes on it for 30 minutes and says, that tarp, I can't see anything under that tarp, so I can't assess the damage.
Yeah.
So
listen to him, friends. This man's very knowledgeable. This is the difference between a professional roofing company and Lance and what he represents and the integrity, and what you will find on Facebook Market somewhere, and then you get scammed. Listen to this man. He's talking. He knows his stuff. This is what you want. You don't want to hire somebody. Sometimes we even hire family members, and it just goes terribly wrong. So, I say just be careful who you hire. Make sure you bring in the right people to work on your stuff and to do business with. Definitely, because that is a huge transaction. A roof is not like a pair of jeans that you can buy and return. No. You definitely need to get with the pros.
And the good thing that we've learned, over the years is if you do make the first mistake and you get that bad contractor, you always get a second chance.
Yeah.
You're always entitled to a second opinion. So, like I said the other day, we had somebody that had a tarp.
Yeah.
And we looked under the tarp in the area that wasn't tarped. And we said, hey, file a second opinion. And when that second adjuster comes, we'll be there to meet that adjuster.
Okay.
So we can be your second chance if you just didn't get it right the first time.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see, I got another question here.
Yeah, no problem.
Let me see. Is solar covered in case of storm damage like hail?
Depends on your insurance. I've seen it several times covered. Yes, they call it a flop, a reset, retach. So, there's several people around Houston after Beryl who did get that coverage. It's something that you have to discuss with your insurance as part of your dwelling, right? What does happen, though, is a lot of companies, as soon as you put a new roof up, you come around and you put solar up, the companies will void that roof warranty. So it's important to ask them, are you still going to honor my roof warranty?
Wow.
If I put solar on my house, if you were considered putting solar in your house.
Okay.
Since we do both solar and roofing, we actually give you an extended warranty.
Okay.
So usually our leak protection is 10 years, okay? 10-year labor warranty for all of our roofs from in-house. And I'll extend that to 15 years if we put solar on it too.
Sounds
good.
Because
look, we've been around 20 years, right? And you're very much important to us if you're our customer.
Yes.
And we want to help you on your next roof 15, 20, 30 years from now too. So we're definitely going to warranty it for a long time and make you stick it to us.
All right. Hey, I love Triple C. I love Triple C. Like, you just contacted me like 2 weeks ago, and I got the roof done I think a month and a half ago, something like that, or recent, and I was like, that is so cool. Like, you just reached out to see if everything's good. I'm like, yeah, I have no problems at all.
You got to make sure, we might make sure you're not getting your hair wet when you
Yeah. So I'm very thankful. Like, the follow-ups are nice. That it's just a very caring company, and that's what I think our peeps, I want my peeps to be taken care of. So, yeah, we definitely rock with Triple C Power Roofing. They rock with us. And, this company also gives back to the community. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we partner with right now Sanctuary Foster Care Services. I think we gave over somewhere between $10,000 and $12,000 back to them in 2024.
Nice.
And then we're doing a recurring thing, and we're going to have some things events coming up with The Haven, with Amber Sharp and her crew. I think they operate mainly out of Montgomery County.
Okay.
And they're trying to extend over into the New Caney area of all areas. They're trying to get into Northeast Houston, the Northeast suburbs as well. So,
all right.
The Haven, good organization. Go give them a like on Facebook. Go like the Sanctuary Foster Care Services. And come join us for all their events. Like I said, we're just trying to help out a little bit. I think that, we're watching the weather. We're 10 days out. We might get a blast. It might be 20s and teens. So, look out for our store, Love Your Home, up in the Walmart.
Oh, y'all are still there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So off of Rayford, right? Is it Rayford? I can't remember the name.
Yeah, the Walmart.
Yeah, the Walmart off of 99 up there. So I think we might put out a bin, and we might try to collect some blankets for the community.
Oh, that'd be good.
I recommend all businesses to do that. If you don't even if you don't have to be a big business, if you're just in an office space, make a poster board and say let's gather some blankets and socks and hoodies, old hoodies, because we can just go to underpasses and just toss those things out the car to people that need them.
Awesome.
So I think that's just my kind of end of the year. Hey, let's do something good for everybody. I don't have to lead the charge, but I think if we all step up and did something like that in the community, look. 3 hoodies and 3 blankets per neighborhood, per street. That goes a long way for the people that are going to really need them here in the next couple of weeks and throughout the winter season too. So
sure does.
That's the one thing. It's kind of like, man, I can't stand people just getting stuck out in the cold like that. The extreme heat and the extreme cold is just not cool. Having people homeless out there like that.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask you this: what is the scope of the service area for Triple C Roofing? Like, how far do you guys go out? How I know all of H-Town, of course. How far? Like, what's your perimeter?
I mean, we'll basically go Willis to Galveston and Brookshire, Sealy, all the way over to Beaumont, Port Arthur.
All right,
like, we'll go all the way around. But
okay.
But for real, like there's so many roofers, right? You give us out there, we'll take a look at it. Obviously, the further out, it's gonna be harder for us to get to. If it's in our backyard, if it's Richmond, Sugar Land, Katy, Cypress, Tomball, even down to Pearland, Pasadena, we can get there fairly quick, right? Okay. Spring, Woodlands, or down to Galveston, or up to Willis. Like you might have to give us a couple of days to get out there.
Okay.
So, especially right now. I mean, look, it's not slow right now.
No.
Trust me.
Yeah.
We're doing a couple of roofs this week. So.
All right. Yeah. And I know those people are going to get taken care of. Lance, it's so amazing to talk to you. It's so good to have you here, friend.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And, congratulations on the wedding coming up soon.
Yeah.
Great things for Triple C Power Roofing.
How do you make the heart?
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
There you go, Janet.
Shout out to Janet. Shout out to his boo. Yes, friend. So our friend's going to be off the market. He's already off the market.
Shoot, we're off the market.
Yeah. Congratulations, friend.
Thank you.
Can you guys still hear me? Give me some thumbs up if you were able to hear this. And yeah, Hood News peeps, more Hood News on the way. We've got more here for you guys. If you're looking to get your roof done, this is an honest company right here. They have been around for a long time, and they are Grizzy Hood News certified. So make sure to hit them up. The number's 832-520-1029, or what's that number, Lance? That one?
Our 1-800 number, you can just text roof, solar, damage, fence, tornado, whatever, to 1-855-766-1990.
All right.
So 1-855-766-1990.
All right. Sounds good. All right, friends, reporting live here from the Brand Nation studio. It's your girl, Grizzy. More Hood News on the way. I'll see you guys soon. Wait. Oop, can you make this video available after live is over? Yes.
No, sweet.
Yeah.
So I can share it on my page.
Yes. All right, friends, stay tuned. Triple C Power Roofing in the house. It's your girl, Grizzy. Back to you, friends.
Character, commitment, customer service, Triple C. Happy 2025.
Hey.